Hello, everybody, and welcome.
No,
We're back. We haven't done this for a while, have we, Mick?
no, but had
Eh?
a bit of a break after the Christmas period. Now
Yeah,
the tax return has been put away, we can now concentrate on Q&As again.
finally. Yeah, we did. Well, I don't think we did. We didn't do one in December. We didn't do one in January. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, but hey, we're back. Hello, everybody. How are we all? Is everybody okay? Feel free to shout out and say hello by all means. So if there's anybody watching. Um, So today what we're going to do is I'm bloody freezing. I don't know what you make. It's absolutely
Oh,
perishing.
it's really cold. Got my
Oh,
body warmer on.
I tell you what, I might put my body warmer on actually because I tell you what, it's gone so cold. So, oh dear me.
Off you
Right,
down south. Gilet.
my what? Gilet,
Gilet if you're down south.
my life preserver. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
North, Gillet.
Right, there we are. That'll do. That'll do. That's a bit better. It's gonna get a bit better, hopefully. So yes, so we're back, and we're back to answer any burning questions that you might have about creating and using video in your business. Okay, so by all means, feel free to bang your questions into the chat. Yeah, anything you want, as long as it's video related, and that is creating and using. So it could be anything about filming, editing, lighting, audio, all the rest of it. And then using the video, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., 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 TikTok, and all that. Feel free to bang your questions into the chat, and we'll do our best to answer them and the rest of it. But first of all, what we'd like to do is go through something that we went through with our Video Creator Club meeting, Video Creator Club members on the last creators meeting. And that is, we're going to have a little chat about YouTube community. Now, a lot of people don't seem to realize that YouTube is Google's only social media platform. Okay. It is classed as a social media platform, even though the way it behaves is people put videos on and then people go comment. But technically, it is a social media platform and also a search engine. But the thing is, what we've noticed over the last 12 months, there's been a lot of interesting activity. So we were talking to our members, our club members, the other day about this, and we were saying about how um, the activity that's been going on behind the scenes with regards to the community is very interesting. Now, it used to be a case of that YouTube's always had this community tab on the channel, but it's always been kind of probably the worst. You could go and comment on it, and that was it. You could comment on the channel itself, but a lot of things have started changing. For example, one of the changes they brought in last year was handles, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. But basically, you were able now to have an at, and then it defaulted to your channel name. But in essence, you could then have a YouTube channel, which was youtube.com/ whatever your handle was. Now, the only way you could have a personalized channel URL before that was only when you achieved 100 subscribers. So you got to 100 subscribers, and then you could have a personalized YouTube URL. So that was interesting. That was one of the first things that we started to notice, was that they brought out these handles. And the other thing that you can do is you can mention people. Whereas before, in comments in YouTube, you go into a video and you kind of reply to somebody, it would just come up and you could type their name, and it was very difficult to actually reply directly to someone. But the handles now, when you hit reply, it comes up with their handle. So then kind of obviously they get notified by the alerts in the bell. So essentially, what we started to notice was, first of all, was that the handles, well, certain things were happening to the community, which I'll go into in a second, but also that they'd introduce handles, which made it easier to actually start communicating with other YouTube users, just like what you do on LinkedIn and Facebook, where you mention people. So that was interesting. So with all this observations going on, we actually thought, well, let's keep an eye on this because there's lots happening. And now their entire community aspect is starting to take off a bit. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen. And I'll share an entire screen, and I will share my screen too. I'll share system audio. In fact, I won't share system audio because then it'll just be me talking over noise. And then here we go. So right, so basically you could see here, I'm just on youtube.com. Okay, just youtube.com, and that's it. Okay. And you see, it takes me to the usual and puts all the videos in there and stuff to watch and all the rest of it. But if I go to my channel up here, view my channel, then essentially what you'll notice is, first of all, that we've got the handle here, at the business channel. Okay. And that I can use as my handle. Now I can change that myself to whatever I want it to be. What you'll find is by default, YouTube will have taken the name of your channel and will have basically just added numbers to the end if it was a duplicate. But I will show you very briefly on how you can change your handle. But your handle is very important. A lot of people have left it to their channel name. Our advice is that you basically say what you do in your handle. So if you are, for example, we do the Video Creators Club, is called the Video Creators Club because it is what it is. But if you were, let's say your channel was called Bob's Construction and the handle was Bob's Construction, it'd probably be better to have at Construction Services, rather than just Bob's Construction, or just your name. Say what you do rather than who you are, basically. But down here now you can see that we've got our usual home, video, shorts, live playlists, etc. But we've also got the community tab. And when you go into the community tab now, you can actually do image posts on YouTube. So you can post with an image or 5 images or GIFs, and you can upload them, and then you can add text here, look. So you could do a post just like what you can do in LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. And you can do an image poll. So you could say, which one of these pictures do you like the best? And then you can put in options here. And you can do up to 4 there, and you can reposition them, etc., etc. Where's my cross gone? Cancel. And you can also do text polls. Okay, so ask the community and all the rest of it. You can even do quizzes. Okay, now I don't think they've got this one right yet, because this is, if you think about it, just like a text poll. Quiz your community, answer 1, answer 2. If I go to text poll, it's ask your community question 1, question 2. Seems a little bit crap, really. But the other thing you can do is you can also do video posts. Now, the thing about this is, if you are collaborating with someone, it doesn't have to be a video on your channel. It can actually be any video. Okay, so if you're collaborating with somebody, if I go very quickly back to just switch to YouTube and copy there we are, here's one from RecoBiz, one of our members. So if I copy the link to that and then basically come in here and I paste that, then I press return, you can see it allows me to pick somebody else's video. Okay, so I can post and I can say here, check out this great video from RecoBiz. Yeah, and then I can post it. I can even schedule it. So if I do check out now, here I can do the @ and you can see it's coming up with the RecoBiz business support already for me. I can choose that, and now they'll get a mention and they'll get notified in the bell. So so featuring. Now, Rob hasn't got a channel as far as I'm aware. Rob Donnelly. Donnelly, isn't he? Featuring Rob Donnelly. Yeah. Now here I can actually say, well, I'll schedule that, or I can just hit post and post it, and there it goes.
Yeah, it's so much more useful, isn't it? Because before you'd have to go through palaver, getting the video off the other person who you collaborated with, uploading it.
Yeah.
Now you can just link across.
Now you can just you can post other people that you're collaborating with videos in your channel. And this is the thing. Mick. I'll be honest with you. I think that basically the way that YouTube are pushing the community aspect, I think that we're going to be seeing this being more and more favored, especially with the way that Google, the fact that they own YouTube, they haven't really got a social media standing. They tried with Google Plus and failed. I think that they're going to really start pushing this, and they're going to start favoring content.
Yeah, with all the algorithms and things like that, if you're using things like the community channel, you're going to get pushed up in the Google ranks because Google owns YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is, you people talk about other platforms like Vimeo and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you don't see Vimeo videos come up in a Google search. It's extremely rare. I think I've seen it once, and it was a music video. But at the end of the day, with the way that Google work, they don't actually focus on posts on Facebook and LinkedIn. They don't really focus on those, but they do focus on what goes on YouTube. And if anybody's curious, they paid $1.65 billion for it back in 2006. So that was a lot of money back then. I don't even think the space program had that much funding back then, to be honest with you. So essentially, this is really good, and it's something that people should be doing to kind of collaborate with other channels, especially if you're using video. If you're using video anyway, whether your audience is on YouTube or not, you should be using YouTube, quite simply because Google owns it. There's no other reason. Put your stuff on YouTube and then embed across from YouTube to your website instead of using platforms like Vimeo, because you don't get any standing from that from an SEO perspective. So it's very interesting what they're doing, and it's been interesting watching the last year, watching all this start to develop, when they're doing all this and on the sidelines. And they've moved playlists out now as well, so they've separated playlists out from videos, and it's all starting to come into some sort of order, because obviously they've introduced shorts in competition with TikTok. TikTok, apparently, I was reading something yesterday, TikTok are going into landscape mode video content, and apparently have said that they're going to start favoring landscape. But that'll need a little bit more research. But at the end of the day, if TikTok are going into the landscape version videos, then basically it's worth watching there, because they then look like they started to really compete against YouTube. But again, Google don't own TikTok. And my worry with TikTok, Mick, is that basically I'm a little apprehensive about putting too much effort into it.
Yeah, there's always that
political issue.
Court stuff hanging over TikTok, isn't there? Because about
Yeah,
the Chinese Communist Party, whoever on it, some countries ban it, and is that going to get gradually rolled out?
but they ban it. The government ban it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have it on their phones. At the end of the day, it's quite an interesting thing, but it's kind of making me think, well, do we invest more time into TikTok? We've invested time into looking into using the editor and recording and creating videos, but is TikTok really worth that? Is it worth the effort putting into it and getting a following, etc.? And then all of a sudden in 18 months or whatever, they ban it from the country. So it's interesting.
It's a slightly different market, really, as well, isn't it? Sort of viewership is TikTok. Is, like you say, it's more the short, even though they are making longer.
They're doing 10 minutes, huh?
But it's a slightly different sort of niche market compared to the YouTube video.
Yeah, it's very B2C, isn't it? It's very business to consumer rather than B2B. I think, like you say, if you're selling makeup or you're selling clothes or crystals or things like that, then TikTok's great because you'll get a followership up. There's a lot of well-being on it. There's a lot of well-being, and there's I think there's quite a big what they call it, the psychics and the spiritual, that's the word. There's a big spiritual kind of following on there as well. So you get a lot of people going on and talking about auras and karma and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
I can tell you know a lot about it.
Yeah, I'm a big follower. Yeah, big follower. Being a druid, it's the real witchcraft. But yeah, other than that, it's very interesting the way things are changing and way things are developing. Like TikTok, even Twitter. Twitter's, I've noticed, gone a lot more video focused. More and more people using it for video.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. So,
I mean, we'll keep looking into what we keep at cutting edge. So exactly. You lot don't need to. We'll forward it on when we find stuff out.
Exactly. So, well, basically, if you've got any questions about YouTube community, TikTok, and all the rest of them, then by all means, feel free to get in touch. Yeah. It doesn't look like we've got any questions in the chat at the moment.
There's nothing in LinkedIn at the minute.
No. So basically, well, what we'll wrap up, and bugger off then. So,
yeah. Should we do a bit of selfless plug-in?
So, right. Just want to tell you all, one of the changes we're making this year is that we are running our workshops interactively. So our workshops that you can go online and you can do in your own time and your own pace, we're also now running them interactively, and we're doing 2 a month. So this month we are starting on Friday, on the 9th. We are starting with our creating videos with your mobile phone workshop, which basically is broken down into 3 parts. Each part is 2 hours long, and we run them every Friday. Okay, so that'll be Friday the 9th. I think it's the 9th this Friday, is it? Yeah, it is. So it'll be the 9th, 16th, and 23rd. Yeah. So essentially, you'll be able to come along. It's broken down into bite-sized pieces to make it nice and easy. The idea is we're going to run 2 a month. We're also going to run the OBS workshop, but that's going to be on the 1st of March because of the knock-on that we've had. So in March, we're going to run 3, but then it'll be 2 a month. So 1st of March, we're going to run the OBS workshop. And then on the 8th of March, we're starting our editing workshop, and that'll be with Mick. Again, that one is broken down into 3 parts because it's a lot longer than it's a lot. The training is a lot more extensive than just the OBS course. And then at the end of March, we'll be doing YouTube. So essentially, you'll be able to learn how to create video, learn how to edit video, and basically learn how to use YouTube and OBS Studio. And as I say, those are interactive. We have got an offer on at the moment. So if you were to book for Friday and you use the code video20, then you will get 20% off. And then basically it's video all in capitals 20, no spaces or anything. So use the code video20, and then basically you'll be able to get 20% off. If you are a member of the Video Creators Club, then you will automatically get 50% off all of our workshops, whether you do them online yourself or whether you do them interactively. Okay, you will get video as a club member, you get 50% off. That's one of the perks of being a club member. Anything I've forgotten, Mick? We've got our we have got our next live stream. It's going to be a chat about social media with Rachel Moore, and that is on the 19th of February, I believe. Chat about social media. We're streaming that onto LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, just like we're doing now.
Yeah.
And so that'll be really good because Rachel is really good. She's bob on. We've done her courses. We're actually a member of her club as well. So she taught us a lot.
Yeah, she's that good that we want to share it with you lot as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Again, from her knowledge. I mean, I learned so much on that LinkedIn course we did.
Yeah, it's amazing. She also does, as part of the club that she runs, or the hub as she calls it. It's not a club, but as part of the hub, she also does like short snippet education meetings every Tuesday. So you can go along and she'll do a bit about LinkedIn. This week, if she wasn't feeling poorly, she would have done setting up events on LinkedIn, which I'm hoping she does next week when she feels better, because I wanted to go on that. But yeah, so we got our live stream with Rachel Moore, our chat about.
Yeah, I mean, what's great about it's all geared towards like business and things like that.
Totally.
Yeah.
So and other than that, we're starting our courses, doing them interactive, chat about, and our next video Q&A will be on March the 6th, again at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
March the 6th, 1 p.m. We're back. And next month March is with chat about is with Zoltan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chat about your body, pains and aches and creaks and groans.
Yes. How to avoid injuries and things like that, isn't it?
Wow.
And do sport and things like that.
How to get over them as well.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's it. So we'll call it a day. Thank you very much for watching.
I'll just put in the chat about Creators Club. As Gareth said, you can join the Creators Club.
Yep. Feel free to look up the Video Creators Club. We're all about helping people create and use video, basically.
Yeah, and if you've watched this after the event and you've sparked any questions, get in touch and we're happy to answer them.
But if you use the comment section, then we still get told about it. We can come and answer them.
Exactly.
All right. Right.
Nice one.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you.